Ian from Lean Media. I usually don't talk too much about international freight shipments and Amazon FBA, but I will today because an interesting thread popped up on the Seller Central discussion forum. And this particular seller is freaking out because they sent in a shipment of plastic baby supplies to Amazon using appears using Amazon's own freight services, and they got a gigantic bill for it. So they said, I'm being charged $2,600 for a single pallet of lightweight baby products. And understandably, they're very concerned about this. They start flipping out. They say they might go out of business, et cetera, et cetera. I want to talk a little bit about inbound or shipping stuff to Amazon FBA fulfillment centers in another country and dealing with international charges. I don't use Amazon's own import services, so I can't comment specifically on how their services work, but I do use another freight service to help me with my Amazon FBA shipments that go to Canada and other locations. So one thing that came up immediately when the person posted a screenshot of what their account looks like and what they're seeing on their screen is people pulled out the fact that the freight shipping charge is actually not that much. It's $340 basically for a pallet of these plastic baby items. Then they noted that the other cost here, $2,300 basically, FBA international freight duties and taxes charge. So I don't know exactly how it works with Amazon, but when I deal with my freight forward, my agent who handles all this stuff, I get an estimate before I pull the trigger on anything. And you can bet that I look over the estimate very, very carefully about how things work. So for instance, you can see here I had a shipment of 5 boxes to Canada from the United States. The import value is listed here. This is based on my actual inventory costs. I have to provide a supplier invoice for that. And then they break down all the fees exactly. And I do go over these items line by line. What I do is, first of all, I check to see how they compare with the last time I sent them. If something looks a little bit too expensive, I might I might push back on that. So, for instance, the international freight fee here was actually quite large. This is the shipping charge, basically. And I said, this seems higher than the last time I did this, and what's going on? And they said, well, prices have gone up. And I asked, well, can I ship these, instead of shipping them air freight, can I ship them by ground? And it turned out that I couldn't for various reasons. But I do go over these items line by line. Notice that there's custom clearing fees, there's taxes and duty, and there's compliance fees. So all of these things are based on the information that I give my freight agent, and they use their computer to make an adjustment here. There's no surprises when I say, okay, I approve this quote. Send me the shipping labels so these can get picked up and sent to an Amazon fulfillment center someplace. So for Amazon, I'm not again, I'll say it, I'm not sure exactly how it works, but I imagine there has to be some sort of similar process so you can see what the costs are going to be or have an idea of what they're going to be. Also, do not mistake freight charges, the shipping charges, with the duties and taxes charges. And by the way, on certain items, if you misclassify what the item is, the U.S. government or the government of whatever country you're importing it into, they may have very high taxes for that, and that's on you. So you either have to make sure that you get the it's called an HS number for the classification, get that right, or if it's something that's just never going to be profitable to send it to another country because of import duties, just don't sell that item there. So this person said that they were able to sort out this particular issue, which is, I'm glad to hear that. But understandably, they were scared when they saw the total. But I was wondering, and many other people were wondering, is like, didn't you know this going in, what the estimated duties would be? I do when I use another external service to handle freight forwarding to another country. But this person either didn't or ignored it, or maybe is just getting started. So there are minefields out there when it comes to international shipments to an Amazon fulfillment center in another country. Just be aware what the costs are and what you may be liable for when you're shipping something across an international border, because it's not the same as manufacturing something in the same country that you're selling it in. This is Ian from Lean Media. For more information, go to leanmedia.org. It's my official website. If you use the blog or the video section of the site, you can find all kind of stuff about Amazon FBA, Shopify, and whatnot. Thank you so much for watching.